What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about how do I earn money as a beginner, or how do I earn money as someone who's been playing the game for a while. And there's a lot of different videos out there telling you what to do this, do that, but the answer's actually pretty simple within itself. So the way this game used to work is it used to have 5 tiers of vehicles. So it used to have tier 1 to tier 5, and each tier used to have a bonus multiplier onto the cash that you earned completing events. So it used to be tier 1, which was 1 times, tier 2, which was 2 times, all the way up to a tier 5, which was 5 times. And even though it's not immediately visible which tier, which cars are in anymore, there is a way to still tell. So the $50,000 cars are tier 1, the $100,000 cars are tier 2, the $250,000 cars are tier 3, so on, so on, so on. As far as I could tell, the multipliers are still tied to the cars, which I would otherwise show you, but once you own a tier 5 car, or a tier 2 car or a tier 3 car, and you do 1 lap in it around the track, no matter what vehicle you're driving, you will earn the multiplier of the car, the highest tier car that you've done a lap in, if that makes sense. So let's say I just did a lap in an S15, which is a tier 5 car, and I got back in my Hachiroku, and then did another lap in the Hachiroku. The multiplier would remain the same because the highest tier that a car that I got is attributed to your account, if that makes sense. So the way that I earn money every time I make a new account, or every time I've had to make a new account, is pick your tier 1 car, it can be any, put a drift tune on it, just a regular drift tune, go to drift, and then do 1 lap of parking gay, which should earn you enough money to buy a tier 2 car. If it doesn't, do it again, buy a tier 2 car, any tier 2 car for 100,000, put a regular drift tune on it again, and then go to Navarro base, and this is where a lot of money comes flowing in. And then once you've done enough Navarro base to buy a tier 3 car, buy a tier 3 car, get the drift tune, all the way up until tier 5. And then once you do it in a tier 5 car, you can rinse and repeat it for an insane money bonus. I'll give you an example right now. So even though this is a tier 2 car, if I complete Navarro using this vehicle, I will get a 5 times bonus of whatever my reward is. So I'm going to rush through this right now, and I'll fast forward this clip, and you'll see at the end of this how much money I've earned just from 1 lap of Navarro. So as you can see, 1 lap took me about 50 seconds, and I've earned 887,000 and 1,338 XP. It says it's a 2 times multiplier, but the way that this game used to work is if tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, the multipliers changed. So this is actually still a 5 times multiplier. The game just doesn't show you that for some reason. So like I said, buy a tier 5 car, do 1 lap in it. You don't need to put a drift tune on it, you don't need to get any score. Do 1 lap in it, and then get back in any of your tier 1 to 4 cars, whichever you feel most comfortable in, and then run the Vare base over and over and over again, and you can earn up to 887,000 per lap. Granted, the higher your score, the more reward you'll get. You can expect to see anywhere between 600 and a million per lap, which is, in my opinion, the most optimal way to earn money in this game.